Pencils down. Pencils down. Here we are. It's Ramble. It's going to be a quick one tonight, gang. I'm very sorry for that, but scheduling issues and whatnot. Cody, we're not going to see him for a minute. He's going to visit his brother in New York City. I think Eddie and I know what's really happening.
Yeah, I think we do. Midterms are coming up next week.
Midterms are coming up. It's a busy time for him.
Busy time.
Real busy time. He's got to, figure out.
A lot of
They have to figure out
on.
what bullshit they're going to say about Paul Pelosi's attacker. They have to. They can't just go with the truth that he was a fucking dipshit nutjob who got emboldened by this GOP rhetoric.
No.
They can't do that.
He was a gay lover. That's what we're hearing now. Who knows?
Next 3 days? How quick does that change?
Who knows what next week will bring?
Who knows what it will bring next week? By the way, this is Eddie. You're not gonna believe this.
What?
This is. All right, you ready? Ramble 280. No. Ramble 328.
Wow.
328.
328.
Who did you? Did anybody think we were gonna get here?
I didn't.
I didn't.
When I sat down for my first ramble, I didn't think we'd get to 328.
Oh fuck no! Now let me just say something that I think is gonna be what needs to be said.
Yeah.
By now, our loyal ramblers and James, if you check out our Instagram, we have an Instagram page, Eddie. Did you know that? Let's start this. We have an email address. It's ramble@theramblepod.com.
Hit it up.
Hit it up. We're on Twitter @PodcastRamble1, Instagram @PodcastRamble. We have a merch page and TeePublic. We're still at 132. Captain Howdy 1313. He's got a week-long reign so far. Week-long reign. Maybe does he? I don't know, but you can go to that Instagram page, and you can see what Eddie and I dressed up as for Halloween if you haven't already. You can go to the Ramble Facebook page.
Yeah.
We got robbed.
I don't think there's been a bigger injustice.
Ever.
I would dare say ever. Say ever. Maybe the Montreal screw job.
Maybe.
It's up there. Maybe the two Earl Hebners, maybe.
Right. But I think this dwarfed that. Don't you think? Those.
Think?
If you just want to talk about social injustice, this was worse than the Montreal screw job.
Yeah. This is worse than Earl Hebner's twin brother.
Right. The two Hebners. They fucked us.
They fucked us hard.
Okay, as a kid,
kind of speechless about the whole
I'm
thing,
very speechless. I thought Rick Martel abandoning Tito Santana. Right? Remember that when Rick Martel
walked right out of
the ring.
Tito thought he was going to get a tag, and then Martel pulled his hand back,
and he became the model Rick Martel. What was it? Strike Force?
They were Strike Force. It was originally the Rick Martel, and I forgot who else made the Can-Am connection.
Right, the Can-Am connection.
And then what's his face? Whoever made the America part, the Am part of Can-Am.
They bolted.
He got hurt and left, and then they brought in Tito to make Strike Force.
Strike Force, tremendous tag team. And
girls in cars. Who will ever forget that theme song?
Nobody.
Girls in cars.
And I thought that was the biggest betrayal screw job. Then Montreal happens.
Yeah.
Then the double Earl Hebner happens.
Yeah. Countless screw jobs.
Now those are all second, third, and fourth place right now.
Oh, by a mile, I believe.
Because our amazing costume did not even place in the top 3.
In the top 3.
And you see who won. A lot of earns there.
There was, you can make arguments for maybe 2 of the top 3.
Yes, but we should have been in that.
Did not be in the mix of the top 3?
Not be in the mix in the top 3 is egregious.
There was one person that placed, and I'm not gonna say it.
We're not gonna talk shit. We're not gonna stick to that level.
No,
but you could. Should we tell them what Instagram page they could go look at to see who won or lost?
I think if they want to go see, and if they want, they can go and do that.
And give them a follow. It's a great store.
It's a great store. No complaints about the store.
It's a great store to get retro games.
I don't know. I don't know.
They screw you.
I don't know what their judging qualifications are. I don't know what they've done in the costume realm judging world that gives them the clout to make these sort of decisions.
And exactly, go to Game Dude Rocks.
Yeah, and it does. Game Dude does rock.
It rocks, but We got jobbed. That's all.
But
that's it. We got jobbed.
Got jobbed
That's
hard.
We got jobbed hard on that. It's the fact that we didn't place.
And it's not like we went out and bought a Starman and the Amazon costume.
That was ready-made.
That said, here you go. Just put this on and you're Starman.
And Eddie painted my fucking face.
We scoured the internet for a week.
We scoured the internet to find something close to put this together. Eddie was able to find the logo from the wrestling ring
to put on our belts.
To put on the championship tag team belts.
A small touch.
But a brilliant touch.
But there. One person who won, I'm not going to say what place they are, but you'll see if you go to the page, basically just bought a costume.
They went to Target.
They went to Target and said, this is the costume of this character.
This
put it
is
on.
this person. Put it on. And they did it.
And it seems to be the only thing that fulfilled the qualifications was it was a video game character.
Right.
But I thought we filled that void more admirably than they did.
We were the most retro. It was a retro game store.
A decade, probably.
No, but at least by a decade. We were the most retro.
Did that person walk in with the theme song of that game playing?
I don't think so, because
I don't think they did.
Fuck this. We walk into this place. We walk in, Eddie, and the pop we got we thought we had it in the bag with the pop we got from the employees who apparently forgot all. Maybe our mistake was we went too early. Maybe it's like that great movie that comes out in January and it's forgotten by the Oscar time.
That's the only thing I can think.
But
or they played as a youth. They played as Giant Panther and Fighter Habusa and took severe beatings from the Amazon and Starman.
Maybe, and
there's just some residual grudge
bad blood. We walked in. This was playing when we walked. We played this on my Bluetooth. I mean, I don't.
How do you not place? How do you not place?
At a retro fucking video game store.
When we were the most retro characters.
The most retro characters there. The best costumes by a mile.
And from what I saw from the entire display they put up with all the costumes, we were the most retro costumes of everyone who entered.
No question. No question.
So I don't know what happened there. But
we got fucked. That's it. We got
royally fucked.
Royally fucked. We almost wanted January 6th to place, but we're not going to do it. We're not like that. We're not.
And we will not tell our supporters to charge the Capitol.
We beg you not to do that.
We beg you, do not charge Game Dude.
Because it's a great place.
It's a great place.
But motherfucker, you'll see. Go look. You'll see.
Had they put it online.
Game Dude Rocks on Instagram.
Had they put it online to a fan vote, I think we win hands
down. Eddie, can I give you 2 words that they put it online? Can I give you 2 words?
Please.
People's champions. People's champions.
I think we were people's champions from the comments we saw.
From the comments we saw, we were people's champs.
I don't know about you, but I have some free time this week. Maybe we go in there showing them a list of the comments.
I mean, all the comments we got on our Facebook page from you, the Ramblers. I posted it on a Reddit Retro Gaming. Can I just read a comment, Eddie?
Read, please.
Do you mind if I do that real quick?
To the Ramblers, let them know.
Because we got fucked. Do you mind if I read this real quick?
Please read it.
You don't mind, do you?
I do not.
This is from Natty Bo 80.
Okay.
Natty Bo 80.
Natty Bo 80 on Reddit.
On Reddit, Retro Gaming. I saw so many of the same costumes this past weekend. These are the best. Probably showing my age, knowing who these characters are. You guys look great. I mean,
didn't place in the top 3,
and we don't place. Amazing. This is from Feipei. Amazing costumes. Loved pro wrestling on the NES growing up. Would be awesome to bump into Great Puma. There, look at that. Someone just said incredible. Someone else. It's Goober here.
Goober.
Right off the bat said a winner is you. Quoting the game.
Right.
Clutch Kick Murphy's on Reddit says incredible. Someone said Star Kick. I mean, I mentioned you by name. I said, this is my buddy Eddie and I. And then someone said, I hope Eddie didn't bite anyone when the judges weren't looking. And I said he should have. I responded, he should have.
I should have bit the shit out of everybody in that store.
Evening_part 483. You ready for this?
Yeah.
Best post today. I love this.
Thank you.
I mean, I don't know. Whatever. No, we're cool.
I don't know.
Whatever.
I don't know.
No, but we're not. Go.
I just don't know how you're a retro gaming store and then 2 most retro characters come in for a costume contest and they don't get in the top 3.
They don't get in the top 3.
But the other characters that win are at least a decade later.
If not
more.
15 to 20 later.
If not 15 to 20 later. That you wouldn't even consider those characters. I think one of the characters you could consider retro, maybe. The other 2 are not retro.
Yes. I think that, yes, one absolutely. But I mean.
But it's barely.
Once you're in the PlayStation 2 era and on, it's not that retro.
It's not retro. And
not
if you
really.
get and if a movie just came and if 2 movies just came out about you, how are you retro? I don't think there's a Starman movie coming out.
Oh, no, there should be after
this.
There should be. Should be a Starman Amazon buddy cop film.
There may be a Dark Side of the Ring coming out.
That might be coming.
About the
nod,
Amazon
wink,
and
wink, and Starman. But anyway, so fuck. Let's just pretend Cody's here and he's playing the music.
Yeah.
And just
got that off our chests.
And if you know the words, everybody.
Oh my God.
I've been crying, ooh, 'cause I'm lonely for you. Smiles have all turned to tears, but tears won't wash away the fears that you're never ever gonna return to ease the fire that within me burns. It keeps me crying, baby, for you. It keeps me sighing, baby, for you. So won't you hurry? Come on, boy, see about me. Come see about me. See about your baby. Come see about me. There we go. Bam. Little Supremes action right there. Game Dude at Game Dude Rocks on Instagram. I'm not saying go look, but if you want.
If you want to see.
Do you want to see what a screw job looks like?
Yeah, but again, do not storm Game Dude.
Don't storm. Don't January.
Don't wipe shit on the walls.
No, we don't want that.
Don't go there and break shit and say it was just a peaceful protest.
Right.
Don't do that.
We don't need that either. And then don't say Antifa was behind it the whole time.
Yeah.
Don't do that either. Damien Botriel, bots. This is from last week. The commish, myself, decided I'm going to read it anyway.
Okay.
Happy spooky time, Ramblers. Damien Botriel here, hoping this email makes it in time. It didn't, but that's okay.
It did. Yeah, okay.
It did now. His John Carpenter hat, it's the thing.
Okay.
Spooky songs. You open with the only prescription for Christopher Walken's Fever, Blue Oyster Cult's Don't Fear the Reaper.
Good one.
You close with Rockwell's I Always Feel Like Somebody's Watching Me. Before a trapdoor on stage opens up, a disfigured hand drags Rockwell off the stage, and zombie Michael Jackson emerges to finish the night off with Thriller. I just started messing around with an NFL game on VR where you are the quarterback. I think there might be some bugs because playing as Dak Prescott has been super hard, throwing multiple pick sixes. That's a shot. I don't appreciate that. That's a shot.
That doesn't seem like a shot. It seems like what you'd play like if you were Dak Prescott.
I'll forego the top 5 this week, as slasher movies aren't really my jam. I don't want to endure the wrath of Cody by hijacking the list with my own. There we go. That's all for this week. Have a great Halloween weekend, gang. Cheers, Damien Botriel. Another late entry, but we're going to count it. Justin Navi. Naps. Hey, Jared, hope you guys are well. Everything's working out for you. Treatment options, thank you. For Open, Close, and Encore this week, I have a recommendation that Eddie would appreciate. You'll likely receive similar entries, but I would submit for Open, Close, and Encore by Bobby Boris Pickett, Monster Rap, Transylvania Twist, and then the Encore, the Monster Mash.
No.
For my entry on the best John Carpenter movie, I would recommend Escape from New York with the scene where Snake reunites with Brian again, and he mentions the Kansas City job with Fresno Bob as the absolute best. I have to admit that I really enjoyed Escape from L.A. I even saw it in the theater. The episodes you and Eddie post are always the best. Thank you, and the podcast is the best.
Thank
Justin
you,
Navi. Thank you,
Navi.
Ease. Gemma from the Talking Codswallop podcast. Gems. Hey, Jerry, Eddie. I'm not going to say hi, Cody. He might actually appear. Who knows? The reverse Candyman. Wow.
Shots fired.
Last week's episode had me entertained while I was doing most mundane of roles within my job, checking inputted data and removing stuff not required. Thank goodness for the 34 minutes where I didn't want to put pins in my eyes for us. Thank you. I've also stopped doing that role to send across my answers, oh, and Ramblers, I want to be knocked off the top place for 5-star reviews. Everyone get them in. Remember, if you're stealing your parents' loved ones' phones to leave a review, it's not really stealing. It's doing some good. And then it's time for her answers. Thank you, Gemma.
Thank you, Gem.
And I don't know. She might still be the European champ.
She is, as far as we know, she's the European champ.
As far as we know, she's still the European champion right now.
Captain is the world champ. But,
Captain is the world champ.
But Gems is European champ.
Yeah. The American Dream, Dustin Jacobs. Oh, God.
What?
Well, I should have vetted this one.
Oh, man.
Eddie, this might be the first Rambler Civil War.
Oh, no.
This is very close to Joe Santo Cody territory here. This is Joe Santos
really?
Cody territory.
Big Joe. Big Daddy Joe.
Big Daddy Joe. The American Dream, Dustin Jacobs. He's talking to Sean Williams. Hey, Sean, Mr. Gunn of the Suicide Squad and Peacemaker Properties has arrived. Meanwhile, he still needs to promote 2 Marvel movies. What a badass. Still want us to suck your dick, Sean? Fuck off. Sincerely, us. Hashtag Snyder Cut blows. P.S. Maybe we'll get a good super film now, and I hate that schmuck. Batman Forever, bitches. All right, so that's I believe a very friendly fuck off.
Friendly.
Probably the friendliest fuck off, but still a funny fuck off. Actors that cannot be killed. The King is an Oscar winner and Coppola family member Nicolas Cage. They're actor, also a huge Elvis enthusiast. All right, that's his actors who cannot be killed. He's going to go Nicolas Cage. Jake Pauley, hello there, fellow Ramblers. I had to write in after my reign has ended at the top of the 5-star review charts as a bowler. I really enjoyed the Pete Weber shout out in 326. The "Who do you think you are? I am" drop. I was in attendance, sitting a couple of rows behind the kid heckling him, and it was a great scene.
What?
Jake Pauley, what a bomb to drop.
You're a Ramble legend.
Ramble legend. A couple of fun facts about Weber. He was a 69th U.S. Open bowling tournament, and Peter Weber would use Triple H's theme song as well as a DX job.
The game?
One time at a tournament, he yelled at me directly for being too loud while I was bowling. Fuck Pete Weber. Fuck the Giants. Fuck cancer. And fuck the Ramblers. There we go. Jake Pauley. Wow.
He's burning it all down.
Man, he is. And I love how he was like there.
He was there.
And yet he's still saying fuck Pete Weber.
Who do you think you are?
I
am.
Wow. Jake Pauley, you got to fill us in. What was the kid yelling at him to cause Pete? And how old was the guy?
Such a response.
I mean, man.
Who do you think you are?
I am. Jake Pauley. It's hat time, Eddie.
Okay.
Damian Bottriell, this is now new. Hey, Ramblers. Damian Bottriell losing all track of time and hoping this email makes it up in time, unlike last week's, which was clearly intercepted by Cody, who must have tore it up into tiny pieces. So last week, of course, was the thing. This week, for the Rolling Stone, I've got to give it to the inspiration for Captain Jack Sparrow himself, Keith Richards. Gems? We thought it was a two-way race, Eddie.
Yeah.
She goes, I got to go Ron Wood. I think Skeletor and Pirate created him, and I wonder how he's still alive. But the man is an amazing player, so my hat goes off to Ronnie Wood. Look at that. That's the American Dream. Dark Horse. Hall of Fame. Mick has the duck lips and dances like a chicken. Drug addict Keith gave us Pirates of the Caribbean. I can't really pick because their body count is infinity, and they both look like a dead Kennedy. All right, well, nice way to bring it around to our open-close encore, Dustin Jacobs. Joshua Snites. Hello to the Royal Ramble. Always have to say thanks. You guys always start my morning with a laugh. Well, I appreciate that.
Oh,
I didn't go back and check this for accuracy, but I think he said choose which Rolling Stone individually. It's Mick. He goes Mick on the hat. Mick. Jake Pauley. Hat. Rolling Stones. Mick Jagger has to be the one. He's the only one with a Maroon 5 song about him, and always makes me think of the Kesha line from TikTok. Eddie, who was your pick?
I went with Mick Jagger, too. I went with Mick.
Really? Yeah, I went the other glimmer to it. I went Keith Richards. Yeah.
I mean, he's probably gets more of the jokes about him. I mean, you probably hear about him more, but Mick Jagger, when you, I don't know, you'd see Mick Jagger, you think the Rolling Stones. When you see Keith Richards, you just think Keith Richards. That's what I think.
Good point. Anyway. And I'll tell you this, too. If not for Freddie Mercury in the mix, Mick Jagger is runaway greatest frontman of all time.
Yeah.
Freddie Mercury's the big, Right?
David Lee Roth had his shot. David Lee Roth could have been there.
He could have been there,
but he fucked it up.
They fucked it up. But man, it was so next Ramble 329. Oh God, Eddie, I'm chomping at the bit to do this.
Okay, Amazon chomping at the bit.
I am jobbed. Amazon chomping at the bit. Which Intercontinental Champion is going on the hat for the Hall of Fame? Who had the greatest, most memorable Intercontinental Championship run? That's tough, isn't it?
I mean, you've had ones with the length, the honky tonk mans.
Honky tonk man had,
but then you have the multiple winners like the Jerichos who've had it
of the world
1,000 times.
And then you had, it was a quick burn, but my God, did Macho Man Randy Savage shine as the IC champ.
I would say more than anyone, he elevated that title to where it was. I don't know if he's the greatest ever, but he took that title and elevated it to something.
I believe Hitman held that strap for a minute, too.
Hitman had it, too. Mr. Perfect.
Mr. Perfect. Mr.
Perfect.
I don't think Brutus the Barber ever had that.
He never had it, but I think he could have, but he had that injury. He had his face. He kissed the boat.
I think he was on his way. And
then Warrior got it. But I think Macho Man is the one who took that title and put it where it was.
It's going to be tough, dude. Warrior had an amazing run.
He did.
And just as kids. Pro wrestling experts and historians probably hated every second of his run.
Yeah.
But growing up with it, we fucking loved him.
And then the late 90s, early 2000s, I think everyone carried the belt at one point.
I mean, Edge was a great one.
Edge, the Godfather.
The Godfather. Oh, I mean,
I think D'Lo Brown had
it. Didn't Michaels have it too?
Michaels had it.
Michaels
and Razor Ramon had the famous ladder match.
The ladder match for it. Razor Ramon was a great IC champion.
Triple H. Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Stone Cold. Fuck.
It was a stepping stone to the world title.
For a minute too, didn't it?
It was a stepping stone to the world title.
Oh man. Well, Damian Bottriell, open, close, encore, the Dead Kennedys. No Dead Kennedys songs this week, so I'll recycle my last week's. Okay. All right, you remember that one. Don't Fear the Reaper. Rockwell, Somebody Watching Me. Michael Jackson's Thriller.
Good one.
Gemma of the Gems. Talking Codswallop podcast. Yet again, the moment you think, I'm not familiar with the Dead Kennedys. And then boom, you know every song by them. Clearly, I've been playing their music thinking they were the Ramones or something. Now I'm going to sort my shit out and listen more. Chicken Conformance is what you open with. You close with Nazi punks, Nazi punks, Nazi punks. Fuck off! You encore with I Fought the Law. The American Dream, Dustin Jacobs will abstain. He's not familiar enough. Joshua Snides. You open with California, Uber Alice, California. Set the political tone right out of the gate. You close with Kill the Poor. You encore with Nazi punks, fuck off. Great song to encourage us to vote this week and next, no question. Jake Pauley, Balls. You open with Police Truck. You close with Holiday in Cambodia, and you encore with Too Drunk to Fuck. Now, it was tough for me because I love Nazi Punk's Fuck Off, but I think that's like your third or fourth song in the set.
Yeah, and all Nazi punks should fuck off.
All Nazi punks should always fuck off. So I open with Riot, The Unbeatable High.
Okay.
Then I close with California, Uber Alice, and then I encore with Let's Lynch the Landlord.
Oh, nice.
Eddie, you're Dead Kennedys. Open, close, encore.
I have to open with Nazi punks. Fuck off. Just
Nazi punks.
I fucking hate Nazis.
They're not fun. They've been villains for a reason.
I close with Too Drunk to Fuck.
Too Drunk to Fuck is great.
And then I close with Kinky Sex Makes the World Go Round.
Another good one. Terminal Preppy. Terminal. I'm a Terminal Preppy. So that's a great. My one ambition in life is to look good on paper. Next one, we're gonna take a big left turn from the Dead Kennedys, and we teased it at the beginning of the show. Ramble through 329. First of all, what Intercontinental Champions on the Hall of Fame hat? What do Diana Ross and the Supremes open, close, and encore with? How about that?
That would be quite the mashup.
Oh, I would listen to
Diana Ross and the Dead
Kennedys. We're rifling through ready. We're reading books and playing video games. Bring your poon over here. Reading books and playing bots. I just started the NFL game. He just reminded us his NFL VR game. I was giving him some shine with that one.
Yeah.
But not Dak Prescott throwing multiple picks. I don't know what he's talking about. Jake Pauls. Playing Overwatch 2, getting ready for the launch of the next World of Warcraft expansion. That's exciting. Always exciting times in the gamer world when a new WoW expansion comes out.
It sure is.
I just finished, Eddie, Castlevania Rondo of Blood the night we're taping this. I beat it on my Twitch stream.
You got that glow about you.
Got that, you could tell.
I got that
it's
glow.
like I just got laid.
You just got laid.
Fucked up Dracula. Let that motherfucker know what time it was, is what I did. Mm-hmm. That's what happened there. It was fucking amazing. Eddie, how many Castlevania games have you played? Do you remember in your day?
I think I know I had the original on the NES. I played until I played that game more than NES. That and Pro Wrestling are probably the two I played more than anything on the NES.
Yep.
I think I played the first 3.
Oh, okay. So I go right now, Eddie, if I had to pick, I go best Castlevania games I've ever played.
Yeah.
I go 3, number 1.
Okay.
Rondo of Blood's number 2.
Okay. I don't think I've ever played Rondo of Blood.
No one had. I'll tell you why in a minute. Super Castlevania 4, the Super Nintendo one.
Never played
3.
That.
Then it's part 1. Then it's part 2. But I still love part 2. That's how much I love the series. Part 2 is still probably my top 30 games I've ever played in my life.
See, I'd probably go 1, 2, and 3. Well, I mean, it's the only ones I've ever played.
Order.
But probably 1, 2, and 3 in that order. Because 1, I could just play 1.
You want to know the bummer about Rondo of Blood?
Yeah.
It was a fucking PC Engine game. Do you know what the PC Engine was?
Oh, yeah. I think you mentioned that last week.
Japanese TurboGrafx 16. Let me play something great, though. Here's the coolest thing about Castlevania 3.
Okay.
I don't know if you remember this, but at the end, when you make it to Castlevania, you actually get to the castle, they play the ba-da-ba-bum-bum, right?
Yeah.
But they add a twist. You want to hear the twist?
Yeah.
It's so good. Right there.
Oh, yeah. Ba-da-ba-ba.
Oh, that makes it. Fucking amazing. So Rondo of Blood I just finished. I'm starting Symphony of the Night right now, which everyone says is the greatest Castlevania. A lot of people say that's number 1 on Castlevania.
What platform was that on?
PlayStation 1.
Okay.
So you want to know how badass it is, though? And the viewers of my Twitch stream urged me to start it tonight. They're like, you beat Rondo, hurry up and put in Symphony of the Night. You got to see this.
Okay.
So nobody got to play Rondo of Blood here in America.
Yeah.
Until 5-6 years ago when it was released digitally on the PlayStation Network. Okay, Konami did a 1-2 punch of Rondo and Symphony of the Night that you could buy. Packaged. Symphony of the Night opens with the Rondo of Blood boss battle.
So you fight the battle again?
It's amazing. You fight Dracula again. It's the same fight, but they want you to get past it this time. So if you lose, it's fucking amazing. If Dracula drains your life during that fight, Maria, a very hard-to-find unlockable character in Rondo of Blood that you can play as, she shows up, gives you a blessing, makes you invincible, and then you just beat him. It's such a mic drop. And
can you beat the Dracula without that?
Yes. It's hard as shit. It's hard as shit, but you can do it. And it's fucking, what an opening. What an opening for Symphony of the Night.
But does that just negate Rondo of Blood completely?
No, because
you just beat Dracula in the final battle.
So it tells you that at the end of Rondo of Blood, Richter Belmont, the main character, mysteriously disappeared 4 years after the battle.
Oh.
So it shows you the battle, and now you are Alucard, you're Dracula's kid, who's out for payback. It's like he's going to fuck up his dad.
This is like a Donkey Kong Mario situation.
It's kind of it. He's actually Alucard turns good in this.
Right.
He was good in part 3. Remember, he was one of the unlockable characters in Castlevania 3. So he's always had it out for his dad.
Right.
But this is like 500 years after part 3. And he's back. But what an opening to end with the final boss battle of a game nobody ever fucking played.
Wow.
It's fucking ballsy and incredible, and I loved it. So that's it. I'm playing a game called Fist, F-I-S-T. I think I talked about that. It's the Stallone movie. It's a game about that. I'm kidding. It's not. But Is that a long lost gem in the Stallone?
Oh, where do you put that in the pantheon of Stallone movies?
Oh man,
Is that Rhinestone? Is it above or below?
See, I have a soft spot for Rhinestone.
Over the Top.
Oh, it's
above.
I think it's better than Over the Top.
Judge Dredd.
Better
than Judge Dredd.
Better than because Fist. The only reason is Judge Dredd is a complete ripoff of that movie. Fuck. Oh shit. It was a fucking movie that was made that was a martial arts. The Raid Redemption.
Okay.
Stallone's Judge Dredd. No, that wasn't. No, wait. Now I'm thinking of Carl Urban Judge Dredd. No, the Stallone Judge Dredd's a nightmare.
Yeah.
No, Fist is better. I think Fist. Fist is at 73% in Rotten Tomatoes right now.
Is that higher or lower than was that Tunnel or whatever he got trapped in? Daylight. Was it Daylight?
I think it's probably higher than Daylight. Fist.
Where he's trapped in the tunnel.
Wasn't he just like? But isn't that the plot of? No, isn't he like a? Fist was like an actual like a union movie, right?
I don't remember.
I think Stallone like it was like one of his more like no, just don't put me in dumb shit. I think it was like a labor union,
like
movie,
his Copland movie, like a Copland.
Not as good as Copland. But But I'm playing Fist. It's about a bunny, not about Stallone, but it's fucking great. Overwatch 2, still on Xenoblade Chronicles 3. Just started rereading the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy because, fuck, it's great. So funny. What, do you read anything? You play anything right now?
I'm reading Kang Dynasty on the Marvel Unlimited. I'm like on 5th issue where, of course, I think like Kang came down to Earth and evaporated the UN, and he's basically telling everyone...
Woo!
Kneel to me, submit to me, or all these other things are going to happen, and only I can stop them. Amazing. And so, of course, they all resist. We're like, we're not kneeling to you, Kang. And then, of course, everything he said was going to happen starts happening. The deviants are coming up, and like this other. It's crazy, and so I'm right in the middle of reading the Kang Dynasty right now.
I can't wait. I'm going to start reading that next. But Eddie, it's the time where we rank our top 5.
Let's do it.
Bots. No diss track this list, but I'll leave you with my all-time favorite Kanye tweet. That one time he went full-blooded Italian, declaring, "I will never make a diss track." So he said, "I will never make a diss track," but if you say it fast enough, it does sound like he's going, "I will never make a diss track." So that's all for me this week, gang. I hope the Ramblers and James had a great Halloween. Christmas preseason begins as of now. Cheers, Damian Bottriell. Thank you, buddy. Bots. Gemma. Talking Codswallop podcast. I'm going to pass on this one. I'm not sure what a diss track is. If I'm honest, it's probably really obvious. So when I listen to episode 320, I'm like, oh, duh. But as for now, I really don't know. Sorry. Lots of love to you all, the Ramblers, and continue to kick butt, Jerry. Thank you. Gems. P.S. Hey, Cody. Hurry up and put this poll up already. I want Lurch to win his rightful title. The American Dream, Dustin Jacobs. I don't have time to research, so my answer is the Acclaimed. Joshua Snyder. Top 5 diss tracks. Nights. Hook in the Mouth by Megadeth. Mustaine blasting Tipper Gore for censorship is beautiful. Too Cool Queenie by Stone Temple Pilots. Lost Ones by Lauryn Hill. Sadly, it kept the Fugees buried, but my girl is so good. You Ought to Know by Alanis Morissette. When you hear it, you feel it, and she still has us still talking about it. Shots fired at Full House's Uncle Joey.
Dave Coulier.
Did I bug you in the middle of dinner? And are you thinking of me when you fuck her?
Wow.
Dude, I remember when that song dropped, I was working at Blockbuster Music.
Yeah.
I don't know if you ever heard of those. Do you remember those?
Yeah.
So, and like literally, I was just out of high school. It was one of my first jobs, and I was in this 14 angry women.
Came in and...
There's a song on the radio. She tells her ex-boyfriend to go fuck himself. Where is it? And none of us knew. We're like, I don't know what you're talking about. And then we got like a fucking little fucking fax memo, like it's Alanis Morissette. You Want to Know? It's coming out in a week. We're like, we started telling them, like, we'll be back. And sure enough, that next week they all fucking came back.
Does that just prove that Dave Coulier slings the best dick in the world?
He has to. What else is he? Of course.
I mean, to get a song written about you like that means you have to sling.
And the fact that he probably responded to that by just going, cut it out.
I mean,
didn't even give a shit.
Is he the biggest pimp daddy player
ever? And then Snide's number 1, Hit 'Em Up by Tupac Shakur. He names names. It lit up Bad Boy. I mean, come on. So many good lines. And right out of the gate, we get, that's why I fucked your bitch, you fat motherfucker. And you shot me, but you punks didn't finish. And I about to feel the wrath of a menace. Special mention, Hitler's Only Got One Ball, made popular by soldiers in World War II, set to the classic tune, The Bridge on the River Kwai. P.S. Jerry told me to mention that Dan Snyder is my father, not the infamous one. Isn't that funny? Josh Snyder's father's name is Dan Snyder. Needless to say, he has taken some unnecessary crap in his life.
Poor man.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Awful.
Hit 'Em Up's a great one. Jake Pauley, top 5. Honorable mention, Dame Leonard, Shaq This. The Sauce by Eminem, The Takeover by Jay-Z, Hit 'Em Up by Tupac, Real Motherfucking G's by Eazy-E, and No Vaseline by Ice Cube. Now, Eddie, Ramble 329, let's kind of keep it spooky, but since we're transitioning, how about horror comedies? Okay. Ramble 329, top 5 horror comedies.
Army of Darkness type stuff?
Yeah,
maybe.
Yep.
Scream could be a horror comedy again.
I think Scream counts.
Saturday the 14th?
Saturday the 14th. What was that one? The parody Student Bodies. Remember that one? The slasher parody movie?
Yeah.
So, man, this was tough. This diss track list. This was my honorable mention was You Ought to Know.
Okay.
But that was one of them. And I hold on. Let me just look real quick so I can remember. Because I wrote it down and I put it in the wrong thing, and I forgot the name of the fucking song. You were so distraught
because we didn't win the costume contest.
We sure did, didn't we? I think it's Range Life by Pavement.
Okay.
Just where they said, what did he say? Stone Temple Pilots, they're elegant bachelors. Are they foxy? They're foxy to me. Are they foxy to you? And then Out on Tour with the Smashing Pumpkins. I really don't know what they're all about, and I really could give a fuck. Now, apparently, STP thought it was hilarious, and Billy Corrigan did not. He was very upset by that.
A sense of humor, I don't think.
He was very upset by that. So that's honorable mention. I think it was Range Life by Pavement, and, of course, the You Ought to Know by Lance Morissette. My number 5?
Yeah.
I'm going Eazy-E, Real Motherfucking G's. Hey, yo, doctor, here's another proper track. What was your number 5?
My number 5 was You Ought to Know by Lance Morissette.
My number 4 was what inspired number 5, and that would be Dr. Dre with Dre Day.
Okay. See, my number 4 is Real Motherfucking Cheese. Your number 5.
My number 3, Tupac, Hit 'Em Up.
Mine
with the line that, look, it's mean as shit, but it makes me fucking laugh. Do you mind if I find the correct quote? Because I don't want to do it from memory and fuck them up.
Don't fuck it up.
Of course, that's why I fucked your bitch, you fat motherfucker, that's a rough one. That is make money. When he goes, Lil' Kim, don't fuck around with real G's. Quick to snatch your ugly ass off the streets. Ooh. Jesus Christ.
Damn.
Brutal. So I go hit him up. What was your number 3?
Kicking the Door by Biggie Smalls.
Oh. I mean,
well, he's just blasting it out to the whole industry, basically.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, Hit 'Em Up is what probably got them both killed, wouldn't you think?
Probably. Yeah, that's probably the death knell for him.
My number 2, I went Ice Cube, No Vaseline. His shots at, here's what they think about you. God damn, glad y'all set it off. I mean, what do you say? Y'all made money and the first thing you did was run straight out of Compton? I mean, god damn, he goes after it. What was your number 2?
Second Round KO by Cannabis.
Ooh.
Targeting LL Cool J.
LL Cool J, that's right.
Yeah.
My number 1 is not in the rap world. This is a tough one if you're a Beatles fan. But my number 1 is John Lennon's How Do You Sleep. Ooh. Have you ever heard this song?
Yes, I have.
It's off the Imagine album. To those who haven't heard, it is his giant fuck you to Paul McCartney. And wow, the lines that he says.
It's what caused Paul McCartney to hire a hitman to kill him, I believe.
I believe
that's what happened.
I mean, what is that line? He says, the only thing you done was yesterday.
Oh.
And since you're gone, you're just another day. And then here's the line I think hurts the most. A pretty face may last a year or two, But pretty soon they'll see what you can do.
Yeah.
The sound you make is music to my ears.
Music.
And then the big shot, you must have learned something in all those years. God damn. How do you sleep on it? What was your number one?
Mine was the exact same as yours.
Stop it!
Just because of the lyrics. They're just so fucking cutting.
Evil.
And most of these other rap diss tracks were people that had some sort of split.
Right.
Or didn't even know, or they just did not appreciate what each other was. This one came from the Beatles. It's like the two figureheads of the Beatles imploding.
Yep.
But no one really knew.
Right.
It wasn't out in public how much they did not like each other.
George Harrison played guitar on that song.
Yeah, that's
as like an extra fuck you. Like George Harrison. Oh yeah, you need a guitarist? I got
I'll
you.
do that. I'll do that. He didn't have to do that, but he wanted to do that.
Oh,
he could have been like, you know what, you guys handle this. It's whatever.
But he was like, yeah, fuck him. Wow. Well, there we go. Eddie, what a ramble.
What a ramble.
What a ramble. What a list. Next ramble, what Intercontinental Champions on the Hall of Fame hat?
Yeah.
What would Diana Ross and the Supremes open, close, and encore with? Top 5 horror comedies. Get them in. Ramble at theramblepod.com. At Game Dude Rocks on Instagram.
If you just want to take a look.
At what, and then go to our Instagram page, our Facebook fan page, see how we looked, and then see the winners. That's it.
Just look. Just look.
Just look.
That's all you got to do.
We really just want you to just look.
Just look.
And then let us know how jobbed we got in your emails next week.
Please.
All right. We love you all. Stay safe. You know where to find us. Do it. We'll see you Friday for a Ramble Radio and/or wrap up. We love you guys.